Hello, my name is Jessica Shorter. I work with Group 9 and we did Detroit Demolition. Our project will show 32 contractors and the demolitions that they have did throughout the city of Detroit. So first I'm going to briefly talk about our main script. So basically we load the information and we use a menu to navigate between our functions. And for the menu options, we use the if statement. So I'll first talk about the first option, which is our district function. So within our district function, basically we extract the information from Excel. And once we extract the information from Excel, we sort it in order to get the district column. So once we sort the district column, we create a pie chart and a menu that will both pop up at the same time. Within the menu, we used a switch case in order to get each case for each of the districts. So there are 7 districts and we have 7 cases. So within the switch case, each switch case will show a table that will show the contractor name, the district, the neighborhood, the date, and the price. And also within the cases, a pie chart will showing the commercial versus non-commercial demolitions that was done within each district. So after the switch case, basically we will use a question dialog box will pop up to see if we will want to prompt the user to see if they would like to see the contractors for that district that was selected in the beginning menu. If they were to select yes, then within that we used a while loop, and what will happen will be a histogram that will pop up of those contractors and the number of demolitions that each contractor have done. So once that if statement is done, we ask if they would like to see another if they would like to see another district. If they select yes, then it will ask them to rerun this this function. If they select no, then it will route them back to the main menu. So next we will talk about the contractors. Let me go here. Sorry. So with our contractor function, we use a while loop in order to have a menu keep displaying of the options that we have. So the options that we have, which is option 1, we will start with that one. It would display the min and max of each contractor using fprintf. If they were to select option 2, the top 5 contractors will display in a pie chart, and if they were to select option 3, it will show the outliers within our command window of the contractors. And then after that, the option 4 will be going back to the main script, which is I'm asking if they would like to see another function. So the next function we'll look at is price. So within our price function, what we did was we would display a table of a contractors, and we will have a menu that will have the total sum, the max, the min, and the average. At each one of those options will display a bar graph of the information given. So then we will go to our dates. So within our date function, we started off with a while loop for our menu, and we used an if statement. So what the first if statement do, a question will pop up asking if they would like to see the demolitions within 2014. If they were to select, then we used a switch case for each of the options, which is yes or no. So if they were to select yes, then what will display will be the information for that for the demolitions since 2014. If they were to select no, then it would be asked another question about the least demolitions done. So then for yes or no, an if statement was created. So if they were to select yes, then the information will show for that. If they were to select no, then the loop will stop. So for option 2, for the first menu, the number of demolitions will show per month, depending on the month that the user input. And so for option 3 from the original menu as well, we used a while loop that will pop out a menu, and with the menu there's 3 options that will display the average of the demolition per year, or the most demolitions per year, or the least demolitions per year. And we also used another while loop in order to keep this loop running until the user hits exit to select from that menu. So now I'm going to run our main script to give you an overview of how our project runs. So let's hit run. So first we're going to go to districts. It'll take some time here. So here's a pie chart showing the districts stratified out. And so we're going to select District 2. And so what we'll display will be a table. So here's our table. So a question. So here's a table. There it is. There, showing the contractor name, district, neighborhood, and the date and price. So then our question dialog box comes up asking if you would like to see the contractor data. We're going to hit yes. So then a histogram will pop up. And here's the histogram based on District 2 and the demolitions that each contractor did. So next it will ask if we would like to see another district. So we're going to hit no so that we can go to the main menu. So next we're going to go to the contractors function. So within our contractor function, I'm going to exit that out. We're going to go to the first option, asking if we would like to see the most contractors. So within that, pops up in the FPRNF. And so here it shows that that the max demolitions was one contractor, which had 12,624, and the minimum was one contractor doing just one demolition. So then the next question was if you would like to see this in a graph. So we're going to hit yes, and then a graph will pop up. So what is the pie chart? So here's the pie chart, or the top 5 companies that had the highest demolitions, and then the outliers will also display within our command window. Give it some time to load. So here's our outliers there. And so then next we're going to hit exit so that we can get back to the main menu. So now we're going to go to the price of demolitions. So here is our pick a graph. So we're going to see the total sum for demolitions. And so we're going to wait for that graph to pop up, which is here. So then next we will hit the max and min. And another graph will pop up for the max and min for the max. I'm sorry, not the min. We haven't got there yet. For each contractor. So now we're going to go to the min, which is also another graph. And then we're going to hit the average. So this is also the average for each contractor. So we're going to exit that out. Now we're going to go to our last one, which is dates. So now we're going to look at the dates by seasons. And so we're going to type in, yes, we want to see these since 2014, the demolition. So there was about 5,215 demolitions within the spring. And here's our graph to show that for each season. So now we're going to do our months. So now we're going to type a month of the year. I'm going to type in June. And it's going to show a table here for 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18, and the amount of demolitions that were done. So now we're going to do our years. And so we're going to do average demolition per year. And that was that amount. And then we're going to do our demolition, the most demolitions per year, which was 2015, 4,014. And then our least demolitions was 2018, 1,101. So here is, that's basically the end of our project. That's what we did. And this menu keeps going until we hit exit out of everything. and our function is, our main script is complete. After that, we've ran through all of the functions, and I hope you enjoyed our project. We are Group 9. I am Jessica Shorter, and we did Detroit Demolitions.